that they had when she was there in the 60s. And I met my dad, and he, like, it's what a like my mom had been writing to this P.O. box for 30 years without a response.
Tom Morello is an American musician, singer, rapper, songwriter, actor, guitarist, film score composer, and political activist. This musician is well known for his tenure with the rock band called Rage Against the Machine, which is one of the most popular and influential rock acts of the 1990s. He was then a member of Audioslave. From 2016 to 2019, Tom was a member of Prophets of Rage. Rolling Stone magazine has ranked him number 40 on the list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time. Tom Morello has also received 10 Grammy Award nominations during his career.
Political science student at Harvard University, and everybody's going to be an investment banker or a doctor, and I'm like looking to play a show at the Whiskey.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Thomas Baptist Morello, but is also known as the Night Watchman and Tom. He was born May 30th, 1964 in New York City, making him 57 at the time of this production. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall, or 1.8 meters. Tom is famous for his liberal use of guitar effects, and he also employs methods such as tapping and feedback noise. He's also known for his strong political views. Tom has formed a non-profit organization called Axis of Justice. This organization stands for progressivism and social justice. He recommends that people should read books written by communist figures like Che Guevara and Karl Marx. He also advocates for the abolition of the death penalty and for increased immigrant rights. Tom is known for spreading awareness of various boycotts and labor campaigns. Back in 2006, he received the Eleanor Roosevelt Human Rights Award for his contributions to workers' rights. He's a member of the labor union, the Industrial Workers of the World. He organized and performed an acoustic concert in support of the protests over collective bargaining rights in Madison, Wisconsin on February 21, 2011. This concert features MC5's Wayne Kramer and Boston punk band Street Dogs. He has played at several Occupy movements such as Occupy Wall Street, Occupy Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Vancouver, Chicago, British Columbia, and Newcastle, England protests. He is famed for his guitar style, which consists of heavy metal/punk hybrid riffs and hip-hop inspired sounds. His unique technique and talent led him to being voted the 5th greatest guitarist of the past 30 years in a 2010 BBC poll. Tom Morello is a vegetarian. He is married to Denise and has 2 sons and a daughter with her. His son Rhodes was born in 2007, and Roman was born in 2011.
No great rock and roll, I'll go further than that, no great artistic endeavor has ever been achieved without the artist having some sort of chip on their shoulder.
He was born to Ngethe Norige and Mary Morello. He's the only son of an American mother of Italian and Irish descent and a Kikuyu Kenyan father. His mom was a school teacher from Marseille, Illinois. She earned a master's degree at Loyola University Chicago and traveled to Germany, Spain, Japan, and Kenya as an English language teacher between 1977 and 1983. On the other hand, Tom's father participated in the Mau Mau uprising and was Kenya's first ambassador to the United Nations. Tom's paternal great-uncle, Jomo Kenyatta, was the first elected president of Kenya. Moreover, his aunt, Jemima Kagaka, was the first woman to serve in the legislature of Kenya. Tom's uncle, Roger Mungai, was a Kenyan cabinet minister and was considered one of the founding fathers of modern Kenya. Tom's parents met in 1963 while they were attending a pro-democracy protest in Nairobi in Kenya. Mary returned to the United States with Roger after she found out about her pregnancy. They got married in New York City when Tom was 16 months old. His father returned to Kenya and denied his paternity of his son. Tom's mother raised him, and the family lived in Libertyville in Illinois. Tom went to Libertyville High School, where his mom was a U.S. history teacher. Tom sang in the school choir and was active in the speech and drama club. He graduated from high school with honors in June 1982 and later enrolled at Harvard University as a political science student. He graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Social Studies in 1986 and decided to move to Los Angeles, where he supported himself by working as a stripper. Adam Jones, one of his high school classmates, also moved to LA. Tom introduced Adam and Maynard James Keenan to Danny Carey. Tom then worked in the office of U.S. Senator Alan Cranston. However, it was a negative experience, and Tom decided never to pursue a career in politics. He had been involved in several bands since the age of 13. His first band was Nebula, which covered songs by bands such as Led Zeppelin, Steve Miller Band, and Bachman Turner Overdrive. He purchased his first guitar during this time and started playing the guitar seriously around 1982. During the 1980s, he founded a band called Lock Up. The debut album of this band was released in 1989. Then in 1991, he was on a mission to start a new band. This new band was Rage Against the Machine, which signed a deal with Epic Records in 1992 and started performing regularly in Los Angeles. During the same year, this band also released its self-titled debut album. Over the next few years, Tom and his band experienced financial and critical success. De La Roca had left Rage Against the Machine, and the remaining members of the band formed Audioslave. This group released 3 albums over the next few years. Rage Against the Machine reunited in 2007 to perform at Coachella. The group then decided to stay together and continued to tour around the world, headlining several large festivals in Europe as well as the United States. In 2011, the band played LA Rising, a concert they formed in Los Angeles. On November 1, 2019, it was reported that Rage Against the Machine was reuniting for their first shows in 9 years in the spring of 2020, including 2 appearances at that year's Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival. The 2020 planned tour was postponed because of the pandemic. Outside of Audioslave and Rage Against the Machine, Tom has been involved in several additional music projects. For example, he started a one-man folk music entity called The Night Watchman in 2003.
Participate in sort of electoral politics. It was money, it was just calling up rich dudes and asking them for money, the end. I was his scheduling secretary for a couple of years.
He primarily makes money from music and brand endorsement deals. He's also a co-founder of Axis of Justice, which airs a monthly program on Pacifica radio station KPFK in Los Angeles. He earned more than $6 million back in 1992 when he released an album titled Rage Against the Machine with his band, Rage Against the Machine. Then in 1996, he earned $4.16 million from the album titled Evil Empire, which was released with the same band. The 1999 album, The Battle of Los Angeles, helped him earn more than $3 million. The next year, he added $1.52 million to his bank account thanks to the album Renegades. He released an album titled Audioslave with the supergroup Audioslave in 2002 and earned $3.97 million from that album. He also makes money from concerts and tours. Tom Morello has a total net worth of $30 million. It was the year 1997 when Tom purchased his house high up in the hills above Los Angeles in a gated community. Today, this house is worth more than $5 million. Tom Morello likely has the following vehicles in his garage: a Chevrolet Nova, a 1971 Dodge Demon 340 Hemi Orange, a Rolls-Royce, an Audi R8. A Porsche 911. A Ferrari.